intensive role play video planned for today, but unfortunately my air conditioning is broken and it is really hot here and I think everywhere. So the idea of having bright lights and melty makeup and props and everything just sounds like not a super good time. So what I decided to do is I'm going to make a classic this or that questions video. Back in, I want to say like 2012, this was a pretty popular tag video, not just for ASMR, but for lots of different YouTubers. And I actually never did it back then, but I always liked watching them. So finally my time to make this video is now. So I have a list here and it's broken up into 6 categories: food and drink, sports and hobbies, style and fashion, home and family, travel and entertainment, and miscellaneous. So let's see. I'm going to go through as many of them as I can or until they run out. So the first category is food and drink. Hopefully I do not offend anyone with my answers who is, super into something or something that's really popular that I hate, but I think we can all be civil here about this or that questions. So the first one is Coke or Pepsi, and I am definitely team Coke. I can definitely taste the difference. Rice or bread? I'm gonna go with bread because I feel like there's more applications for it, although I do like rice. Sweet or savory? I guess probably sweet. Fruits or vegetables? I don't eat a ton of fruits, so I'm gonna say vegetables. Milk chocolate or dark chocolate? I think I'm probably gonna go with dark chocolate. If you're talking about just a chocolate bar, I don't eat a ton of chocolate in general, but if it's just like a Hershey bar or something, I'm gonna go dark chocolate. Bacon or sausage? I'm gonna say bacon, again because there's more uses for it. It's breakfast, lunch, dinner, hamburgers. Place by me recently started doing candied bacon in ice cream, so lots of different uses for bacon. Scrambled eggs or eggs sunny side up? This one might be controversial for people, but I only like scrambled eggs. Any egg preparation where the egg is runny or flows out of it like in a liquid way, it grosses me out. So the only egg preparation I like at all is scrambled eggs, and I don't even really love it, but it's the only one I kind of like. Pancakes or waffles? Well, this is really hard, but recently I've been gravitating towards pancakes. There are some breakfast places around here that do really fancy pancakes, and they're really good. Although I really like waffles. Coffee or tea? So, I don't know if there's other questions on here, but I'm just gonna preempt it and answer this one anyway. If you're talking about hot drinks, it's tea. If you're talking about cold drinks, it's coffee. I don't really like hot coffee. It always just seems very bitter, and I know that there's high quality brands and stuff like that, but I love iced coffee. So if it's hot, it's tea, and if it's iced, it's any kind of coffee. M&M's or Skittles? I think M&M's. There's more different kinds of them. Hamburgers or hot dogs? I'm gonna go hamburgers again because there's lots of different things you can do with them, and I don't tend to love the toppings on hot dogs. Like, the options are just not my favorite. Mashed potato or baked potato. I don't eat either of these a lot, but definitely mashed potato, because they put them in pierogies and that stuff is amazing. Smoothies or milkshake. I'm always going to pick the ice cream option, so milkshakes. Vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream. I am almost always, in every sense, team vanilla. I really love vanilla ice cream. I like vanilla cake. I gravitate towards vanilla in almost all applications. Soft tacos or hard tacos? I'm going hard tacos because I really like crunchy, crispy stuff. Pizza toppings, meat or veggies? If I had to pick, I would say probably veggies, but only because if I'm not eating cheese pizza, I will get white pizza with tomato on it. And I'm more of just like an extra cheese enthusiast, like Kevin McAllister. I don't gravitate to too much fancy pizza or with like a ton of toppings on it. I just love pizza as it is. Dessert or no dessert? Who made this quiz? That's not a question that should be asked. McDonald's or Wendy's? I actually really like Wendy's. Fast food wise, especially in the burger thing, I know lots of people have favorites. For me personally, I've gravitated towards Wendy's. I don't know what they've done with their marketing over the years, but for some reason, and I know that this is not true, but for some reason it gives me a feeling of not being as like greasy and gross as McDonald's or Burger King, or like, I really like the Baconator. The Baconator is the best. When I lived in Canada, which was I think like 2006, they were testing the Baconator out in the area that I lived in Canada, like before it went out to other markets. It was like a test market. So I had it all the time in Canada, and then I came back home and it wasn't available. And then like 6 months later, it was like the brand new Baconator, and I was like, I had it before it was cool. French fries or onion rings? If they're made right, then onion rings. There can be really like floppy, not good onion rings, and then there's like the big, thick, like really crunchy one to like that like ruin the roof of your mouth, but it's worth it. So onion rings. Soup or salad? That's another one that's kind of dependent. If I have to pick one, I'm picking salad because I eat them more often, but I like French onion soup and butternut squash soup are my favorite. Okay, so we're moving out of food and drinks and into sports, activities, and hobbies. Video games or board games? Definitely going video games. I don't play board games a lot, but I play video games fairly often. Baseball or basketball? I would say baseball. I mean, this is based on stuff I watch, not necessarily play, because I can't really play a lot of sports. So baseball. Soccer or football? So obviously this is based on North American terms, because in other countries it's the same thing. So I used to play soccer when I was a kid. I've been watching more soccer lately, and the matches have been really good. The one with Team USA recently, where the goalie got hurt and some guy came in and just killed it, was really cool. I'll probably go football. The area that I live in is pretty football crazy, so I watch it a lot more. Skiing or snowboarding? I have not done either of those things ever, so I can't really comment. Tennis or badminton? I've only ever played tennis and it was fun, so I'll go tennis. Golf or bowling? Does mini golf count? Golf. Running or walking? walking. If you ever see me running, there's someone after me, so call 911. Drawing or painting? I'd say painting, because I can't draw, but painting, you can kind of just do whatever, and it's abstract art, and it's actually pretty fun, even just doing swirls and stuff, so painting. Singing or dancing? Dancing. I think it's more fun to kind of dance around the house, and it's actually a really good exercise too. Reading or writing? I would say reading, although I do listen to a lot of audiobooks, which I know is a huge debate with people on if you're reading the book or not, but I like reading more than writing, even though I write a lot for work, so don't tell my boss. TV shows or movies? 100% TV shows. I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't have a good attention span for that. I don't like going somewhere just to sit in one spot for 2 or 3 hours. It stresses me out. So I'm much more likely to just put on like a 20-30 minute TV show and like Chopped or something. So TV shows. Novels or comic books? I don't read a lot of novels, but I don't read any comic books, so I'm going to go with novels. Biking or hiking? Hiking, but only if it's not like too strenuous. Like, I don't want a 40-pound backpack and like Mount Everest. If it's a nice pretty area where there's like waterfalls or a scenery, like a scenic view, then definitely hiking. Fishing or gardening? I will pick gardening. I don't do it a lot, but I really like it. The previous house that I lived in before this one had a huge backyard, and I had a garden, and it actually worked out. So I got to eat like zucchini and things that I grew myself, which was pretty cool. Let's see. Twitter or Instagram? For using, I like Instagram a lot. Instagram's become one of my favorite social medias. I don't read a lot of Facebook because it's just everyone arguing, and Twitter is kind of the same. Lots of like bullying and stuff like that. Instagram is just lots of pretty pictures and cats and some of my favorite cat accounts, like Great Grams of Gary and the Catcade, the cat arcade in Chicago. So yeah, I would say Instagram for sure. Chess or checkers? Checkers. I actually don't know how to play chess, and I don't even have the desire to learn at this point. But checkers, fine. Now we're moving on to style and fashion. Two things I know very little about. So I will say, looking at some of these questions ahead of time, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, I assume it's supposed to be on yourself, which is, I'm going to answer it that way, because I think if you put it broadly into the general public, it might be hard to answer. It's so subjective. So, long hair or short hair? I always have long hair, never short hair. It doesn't look great on me, and I like my long hair. Beard or clean shaven? Well, that NA, non-applicable. Dress or skirt? I like dresses, and I have a ton of them, so dress. Jeans or sweatpants? If it was like yoga pants, I would pick that, but I actually like jeans. I'll go jeans. T-shirt or sweater? I'm gonna say sweater. I love fall fashion, like not necessarily winter where you're in one of those like marshmallow jackets, but fall fashion, like the jeans or tights with like a long sleeve t-shirt and a lot of the different fabrics like flannel and stuff like that. I am a fall fashion fan, so sweater. Ring or necklace? Only ring. I don't wear necklaces ever. I only wear rings or earrings, so ring. Ears pierced or nose pierced? For me, ears pierced, because I do have them pierced and I do use the piercing, so Bangs or no bangs. I used to have bangs, and I know they're making a comeback, but I do not think that I will be reintroducing them to this area. I made the transition to growing my bangs out years ago and never looked back, so no bangs. Straight hair or curly hair? Well, I've only ever known straight hair and I like it, so I'll just go with that. High heels or flats? I live in flats, so we'll go with that. Although I'm short, so I probably should wear heels more, but pants or shorts? Pants. I don't like shorts. Watch or bracelet? If I had to pick, and I don't like either of those as far as on myself, I would pick bracelet because my watch is on the time is on my phone, so I don't need a watch. And let's see. Home and family. Now we're in that category. Cats or dogs? Well, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I'm a cat lady, and I have 2 cats, so I have to say cats, and also I just prefer cats. So carpet or hardwood floors? That's kind of a toss-up. It depends on what room it's in, but if I have to pick, and that's the whole thing here, I would say hardwood floors. Backyard or front yard? 100% backyard, because that's where it's more private, and it's just more, I guess, common to do things in the backyard, like gardening or a pool or like barbecue and stuff like that. So if I had to pick, rural or urban? I don't live in an urban area now, but I actually do prefer it. I have in the past, and I do like the idea of like walking out of your apartment and just everything is there, and all of the things that come with the kind of urban area, whether it's museums, restaurants, lots of different options that you don't have in a rural setting. So right now I'm kind of in the middle of the two, which I think is kind of nice. I'm not a person that likes, like, I'll visit rural areas, but I have to have people around me. I get anxiety just thinking about having a super long driveway that goes into the woods and nobody can see the house. I've been to Montana, and the amount of space between each big farm plot is like, if you needed something, you're screwed. Like, if you break your leg and you can't get to the phone, and this is, obviously I have anxiety, so I think about these things, but yeah, I need to have like other houses around me, or even like an apartment or a condo or something where there's people around. So like, there's a couple questions on here, like sofa or bed, and it's like, you don't have to pick between those, you can have both. A microwave or oven? I mean, again, you can have both. I had to pick one. I'm picking a microwave because it makes my food in 4 minutes. Bath or shower? So this is obviously another one where you can go either way, but if I have to pick one, and again, we're assuming that I have to, I'm gonna go with bath because, as I've mentioned before, I have fibromyalgia, and especially in the winter, taking a bath almost every night is like one of the things that keeps me freaking employed. Like, the ability to get up every day, because I use Epsom salts and bubble bath infused with Epsom salts. So when I was looking for my place right now, I was like, listen, I know I'm gonna sound like some kind of one of those bratty people from HGTV, but I need to have a bath. Like, for me, it's actually super important, especially during the winter when my joints are like giving up. So I'm gonna pick bath because I can't live without it. Sedan or SUV? Sedan, I guess. Grass or trees? I don't want to pick between these. grass. I don't. Flower garden or vegetable garden. I'm gonna go with vegetable because one is pretty, but the other one is practical. Like you can eat from it. Vacuum or mop. I'm going vacuum because it's less manual labor. Dishes or laundry. 1,000,000,000% laundry. I don't like doing the dishes, and one of them you throw them in the machine and the machine does it, and the other one you do by hand. And if you're me, you have to. I have a podcast that I save until the day that I do dishes, because it's my dishes podcast, because I need that thing to get excited about to do the dishes. That's how much I hate them. And yes, I know there's dishwashers. Mine is old and I will get a new one as soon as I can, but unfortunately they cost money. So next is travel and entertainment, and we have plane or boat. Plane. Bus or subway. I'll say subway. I like taking the subway. Canada or Mexico. It's a very weird thing to have a this or that about, but if you have seen any of my videos or you know me at all, you know that I'm pretty obsessed with Canada, so I'm picking Canada. Disney World or Universal Studios. What's the difference? I've been to both of them in Florida. Or I guess, are they owned by different people? Universal Studios. Aquarium or zoo? I would say aquarium, although both of them make me sad to see like animals in cages and tanks and stuff like that, so I don't really go to them. Movie theater or arcade? 1,000,000,000% arcade. Play or musical? I like a good musical. I saw Jersey Boys a couple years ago, before, right, like around Christmas time. My entire family, except, well, my mom was excited, but all the kids were all like, oh, Jersey Boys, whatever, we're just going to make our mom happy. And it was so good, and we all felt dumb because we loved it. Hotel or hostel? I've only ever stayed in hotels. We don't really have hostels around me, so I'm gonna go hotel. Art or history museum? History if I have to pick, but I do like a good museum. New York City or Los Angeles? Well, I've been to New York 1,000,000,000 times because I'm from New Jersey and it's like right there. But I've never been to LA, so I can't really say like objectively. So New York, but only because it's my only place. Day trip or overnight trip? Another one that depends, but if I have to pick, overnight, because then I'm staying somewhere and for a longer period of time. Spontaneous trip or planned trip? Both, again, can be fun for their own reasons. I would say mostly planned, but with room where it's not so planned that there's no room to kind of change your mind. I do think planned trips, mostly planned, is the way to go, because then you hit the places that you're not just wandering around, like you make the most of it. But I also think that it shouldn't be planned to like the minute, because then it just feels like work. Travel alone or travel with others? I have done both and I like both for different reasons. I probably shouldn't have read that one because it's gonna make me pick now. I guess it always feels better to have somebody there to enjoy it with, but I've traveled alone many times and I enjoy that as well. Backpack or suitcase? Backpack. And then we have the last section, which is miscellaneous. Winter or summer? Well, my favorite is fall. So both of these are the extreme, which is what they want you to pick, one or the other. If I have to pick, And I know that this is probably not the normal answer, but I'm gonna go with winter because I like all the holidays around there. I do like snow. I like snow better than thunderstorms, which has been the worst this year. And it's closer to fall, so winter. Sleep too much or too little? Too little, because then I can get more done, and that's pretty much my life anyway. Halloween or Christmas? 1,000% Christmas, and I know a lot of adults who are super into Halloween. I'm just not that person. Fantasy or drama? I'm gonna go with drama. I like drama shows, or like Criminal Minds, or like those kind of things, more than fantasy shows. Let's see. And then the last one is swimming pool or hot tub. That's tough. As an adult, it sounds super cool to like hang out in the hot tub. So at this point in my life, I'm gonna say hot tub. But for the majority of my life, I would say we did have a pool when I was a kid, and we used it all the time, and it was awesome. It's also good for like, I guess, exercise or cooling off and stuff like that, but a hot tub just seems too fun to bet against it, so I'm gonna go with that. So that's it for now. I hope that you enjoyed this and just had some fun picking, listening to me pick some random this or that, and learned a little bit about me and my weird preferences. And let me know if you like this video. I am going to, I don't think the air conditioning person is coming till Monday, and right now it's Friday morning, so hopefully I can film again within the next couple of days. But if I do, it's probably going to be talking heavy again, because I just can't see myself going all out with like lights and makeup and stuff when it's 80 in here, so I apologize for that. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Thank you for joining me, and see you soon.